we have looked through the designs, and in this video we are going to uh, start our developing our application. So now let's go to our app and let me run this. While it is running, let's see what we can do here. uh, so we have all these pages, and we have this left navigation, this drawer. So we need to have a drawer for our application. So before that, let's do one thing. Let's create a folder called modules, or let's say screens, which will be inside the navigation itself. And here we have home screen. Okay, now we have the separate route. Let's get rid of it first. Let's try to Google and see how we can create a drawer in Flutter. If you see, the scaffold has a drawer param to which we can pass this drawer, which can be a list view or any widget. So let's just copy this. You can see it is of any widget type. Let us just wait. Okay, now let's till the app is launched, let's look at this one. uh, we can just use a scaffold out of context to open the drawer. So this is the drawer. You can see this leading widget has this on pressed event which is opening the drawer, and then we have the list here. I think there is some issue. Okay, my bad. Phone. So what we'll do is we'll create the drawer, and we will list all the pages that comes in the list view in the drawer. Yeah, we have the application here. Let's create the app bar. So if you click on this, since you have the drawer, by itself is showing this one, and this is the drawer header, which is not needed if you choose to. And if you see, the drawer header has padding and margin by default. Then we can have the list tiles. So let's see what all we can put here. We have overview. um, since we have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like 7 to 8 screens, so instead of that, just repeating all the list styles here, we can create a class. So like this, and you can create a list. It can be a const, and this is the overview. Then this can be transactions. Yeah, then accounts, settings. So when we start a project, no matter how much clear we have understanding about the application, unless we have a template, like we'll have to uh, there will be a bit of slowness in setting things up. But once you have written one module, then you will be easily able to figure out things. So just bear with me, like once we set things up, it should be easier to map things. You can just use the for loop, and you can get everything. And this doesn't work for now, because we don't have any uh, route setup here. And this for this we'll be using the go route, not the regular navigation. So if you use it, usually you get an error like this. Okay, so now let's say we will add accounts, and this will be so when you modify something in the this app router, be sure that you change it. Now we have a problem here, right? If you have noticed this, um, I'll do it once again. So when I go to account screen, now you don't see the navigation bar again, and the app bar is also missing. So this is what something we need to fix. So how are we going to do it? Well, um, so Go router has something called shell route. So this one, which is very helpful in case you want to do something like this to wrap bunch of routes with something. It may be a provider, or it may be a scaffold or navigation or app bar, or the bottom navigation bar, things like that. So let's just set this up. So shell route, it needs a route list, and that's it. Apart from that, there is no required parameter, if you see. And this builder is also something which is optional. You can just return the child. So this child will be the child of the current navigation path. So here this is the home screen. So home screen will be the child, and here it will be the account screen. Okay. um, and this page builder, we are not gonna use it in this, but uh, page builder is like if you want to add some custom transition. Say now the default transition in iOS, it will slide from left to right and right to left when you push and pop the routes respectively. But on Android, like it will just appear like that. But if you want to change that, like if you don't want any transition, like if just want the route to appear, you can do so in the page builder. Or you can add other transitions also, like if it has to fade, or you can mix and match different transitions, like it has to fade and scale. So for that, uh, the page builder is used. And do let me know in the comments if you want to, um, if you want me to do a video explaining how that is done. um, Now let's restart it and see if there is anything changed. Okay, there is nothing changed, because this home screen is separate, this one is separate. So what I'll do is I'll return the home screen here, and I'll just copy this here, and I'll make it as overview. Now this is the home screen. So there is nothing going on because this child is being ignored here, right? So for that, what we can do is we can take in a widget as a child, Okay, then we can pass the child. This is not a const value, and it is not, this change is not being detected. That's why we have to hot reload it. If it was a separate file, then it would have been fine. And now if you see, even here we are able to open the drawer, um, because this is inside a shell route, so this is wrapping this one, and even this context is able to open the drawer. So we can do the same thing for the accounts. This is one solution. The other one would be keeping it as it is, but this app bar, like we need to create a widget that will listen to the navigation changes, like when you change a path, and you return appropriate text, and also this profile picture. But if I were to choose, I would choose the first method of doing it like this, and we can actually do something like, and always keep in mind that it's very good practice to break things down into small components. So now this home screen, uh, we need to open this, so we can just have like home app bar. Well, I know it's very kind of difficult thing to name some things. I really find it uh, difficulty whenever I have to name something. So now if you see, if we want to replace with our custom app bar, it has to be a preferred size widget. So let's search and see like how we can create our custom app bar. And flutter has so many widgets. um, Flutter has so many widgets, and uh, many a times you might not remember everything, and it's totally fine, because what you need is the concept but not the um, just by harding something. So this preferred size widget is an abstract class, so which inherits the widget, sorry, which implements the widget, and it expects a size. Okay, Copilot is suggesting me something, let's go with that. And let's see. Okay, now we are not able to open it because we are not using this context. Many a times we think that we have reached the solution, but now it is working. But is it the same case if I separate this into a different widget? So this is overview page. Yes, this works. So every page um, has to pass this function so that it can open the drawer. And yeah, so that it seems that is how it works. And I really want to find some solution so that it doesn't have to. But this context doesn't seem to be uh, uh, open the drawer. But that shouldn't stop us from doing what we have to, because anyway we have a solution now. We have set up the routes, we have set up the uh, navigation. What remains is we will continue, and when we find some answer to this, we'll come back and we will modify it. So this is overview. And this is accounts. So if we go, we can see accounts. This is overview, and yeah, we have a profile picture pending here. uh, we will come to that later. So now, before closing the stream, it's already time up. Before closing the stream, let me tell you one more thing. um, so we have the home screen here, right? And similarly we will have other screens also. And this folder uh, will uh, we will be in the structure of our route. So um, we have the like home screen, and then we have the overview screen. So it mirrors those widgets. So if it is something nested, we will keep it nested, so that like tomorrow anyone comes in, it's easier to figure out, okay, these are the routes, so this is the child route. So that's what I found very helpful. And also it will be helpful if you want to wrap some provider or anything, um, like in the coming videos which we will take up, and you will understand like um, that it should be helpful. And it is also not mandatory that you have to follow this, like just whatever structure you are comfortable with, you can go with that. So I'll have this overview, then I will and I try to keep the imports short. And I'll also um, we'll also uh, touch upon some other practices, good practices which we can follow to keep it as well organized. So finally, yeah, in this video we have learned to set up the navigation, sidebar navigation, and we have created our routes. And now it just like having some code and creating the different screens, that's it. And in the in and I'll meet you tomorrow. And what we are gonna do tomorrow is we are gonna do some actual coding now. Enough with the setup, we'll stop the setup here, and we will do some coding widgets, so that it won't be very boring. And we will explore further, and we'll keep revisiting, we'll keep adding routes, and we'll improve upon it. And if you have liked the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. uh, and it means a very lot to me. Um and if you have any doubts, please feel free to comment it in the comment section. And also, if you have any topic for me to cover, and please do put them here. And I'll meet you in the next stream tomorrow. And until